Well, it's now week 3 and still no signs of ending a stalemate in the State House.
Now the dispute is once again in court. Caroline Cummings reports on the impact and what comes next.
Good afternoon. Please be seated.
2 weeks after the power dispute playing out in the State House spilled over to the Supreme Court, justices will hear arguments in yet another case next Thursday. This time, Republicans are petitioning the court, arguing DFL Secretary of State Steve Simon is unlawfully preventing them from taking action against House Democrats who are still boycotting the session.
He has left us no option other than to ask the Minnesota Supreme Court to again intervene in his interference in our legislative branch activities.
Every day this week, Simon, who's the presiding officer in the House until it's organized, has gavelled in, determined there wasn't a quorum present, and adjourned. That's because the highest court's ruling on quorum last week nullified everything the GOP did in the session without Democrats there. Republicans point to the Constitution, which says while a quorum is required to conduct House business, a smaller number may adjourn from day to day and compel the attendance of absent members in the manner and under the penalties it may provide.
We've never been in a situation like this before.
David Schultz, who teaches constitutional law and political science, says there's never been a time when litigation has dominated the legislature quite like this. But at its core, it's about political power.
They're using the law as both, I would say, a sword and a shield for their arguments.
All rise. After the court weighed in on the quorum question, Schultz expects justices will too intervene here, even if they'd prefer not to.
So the court really is in a box at this point that it's built for itself.
Caroline Cummings, WCCO News.
House Democrats are asking Republicans to come back to the negotiating table over that power sharing agreement. Oral arguments in this new case are set for 10 a.m. Thursday.